Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of En-Syte. I'm your host, Steven. Unfortunately, I'm a little solo dolo. As far as I know, Dre isn't feeling too well, and I don't know where Shay is right now, so I can only speak for myself. I'm here. Thank you, anybody who's going to come in, and anyone who is coming in, and everything of that good nature. Welcome, welcome. This is supposed to be a very, very interesting episode. It's supposed to be very, very funny, and I can't wait. I couldn't wait to get it started, and I tried to wait for Shay because I knew Dre wasn't going to be here because Dre's not feeling too well. Like I said, Dre ain't feeling too well, so I was trying to at least get a hold of Shay so we can have this nice back and forth about this particular topic because this one I believe is going to be hilarious as all hell. So just going to try and wait for people to come in and everything like that. So we can go ahead and get this thing started. So I really, really hope that people are able to come in and get this and see this and all that other stuff. Hopefully Shay does get to us eventually before we get too deep into the episode. I would really hope so. And we go ahead with the go ahead. But first of all, it's a nice chill day. It's a nice chill day out here in the Midwest. Not too hot, not too cold. It's about a little less than 70 degrees, like 68, 60 something. This is your weather forecast brought to you by En-Syte. But yeah, it's a nice little day outside. Everything is good and everything of that nature. Just to give you all a heads up, tomorrow we may not have a show tomorrow. We may not. If we do, it's not going to be at 5 o'clock. It may be a little bit later because there's some things that I have to do tomorrow that's going to leak over into the time of the show. So, yeah, just giving you guys that heads up right now in terms of what it may be and what it's going to be. Tomorrow, it may not be an episode. So please be prepared for that. Be prepared for no show tomorrow. But also be on the lookout for a show tomorrow because it could be a show tomorrow too. You never know. Excuse me. You never know. Could be a show tomorrow, could not be. But just let you know, it may not be a show tomorrow, but I'm going to try my best to make sure that we do have a show tomorrow. Now, today's particular episode is something that, if you watched last Wednesday's episode, I mentioned what we were going to be talking about. But if you didn't see last Wednesday's episode, here's a little tidbit of what it is. And basically is, oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'll be right back with y'all. Hold on. I know y'all hear that, and I'm trying to get it going. And dang it. It said I missed the call. I don't know how I missed the call when I literally just clicked on it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Shay. She is here, y'all.
Hey.
So, wait, hold on. Oh, shoot. I forgot I got to change this. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second because I kind of did some things. So, let me go ahead and shrink myself back down. There we go. Now we back right. Now we back on the right. What's up, Shay? How you doing, baby?
Hey.
What's going on? I thought you was going to be without me for a minute. I thought it was going to be by my lonesome.
You was. I was falling asleep.
Well, I'm glad that you didn't fully fall asleep. I'm glad that you're here with us right here, right now. I was just over here just shooting the shit with people that's coming in right now and not really talking too much about it. I was just about to show them what we were talking about, and I kind of did show them what we were talking about when I was getting your call in, so they already seen it, but I'm going to show them one more time. Talking about the expiration of a marriage license. Now, this is going to be real interesting. This is going to be real interesting and real fun due to the fact of the nature of this topic. So it's like, we all know that like your driver's license has an expiration date. Your license plate has an expiration date. Why does a marriage license have an expiration date? And if it did, what would you do? Would you renew or would you cancel? That's what we're gonna talk about today. And I find this hilarious. This is a lovely what if topic right here. And it's just I'm laughing already on the inside because there's so many things that can be circled around this that's just crazy. But what if it wasn't till death do you part? What if it was until license expires 10/5, 10/5/2023? Shay,
Man,
What would you do if you were married and your marriage license had an expiration date?
if my marriage license had an expiration date, I'd be like, hey, are we doing this again? Like,
That's your response for everything. Why is that always your
because
response?
I know at the end of the day, people wake up with different attitudes, different feelings every day. You
True.
know, you can go to sleep loving me and then turn around, wake up like, oh my God, she is annoying. You know? Because us on the other hand, if the shoe was on the other foot, we have that right to wake up one morning and be like, oh my God, I love you. Like, oh my God, you're amazing. And then go to sleep and be like, I forgot you're annoying because you hog up all the cover. You hog up all the pillows. I'm freezing. I want to sleep on the pillow. I think it's time for this to be over. You know what I'm saying? Like, people go through different emotional stages in their life. So,
True.
yeah, having a marriage license expire, I think it's fair. The reason because it will help with divorce rates.
Mm-hmm.
It will help with people that's unhappy in their marriage.
True.
It will also give people that opportunity to be like, okay, well, I tried marriage before. It didn't work out. Versus having to go through a nasty divorce and having to be told that you got to pay this and you got to pay that and you got to do this and you got to do that. And you paying lawyers to talk for you instead of you talking for yourself to explain the situation. It's, uh, it's a headache
You
that
seem like
should
you
be
done
able
went through the motions already. The way you act right now, the way you looking, it's like you've been through the motions. Like, dang,
to.
who did you go through a divorce with? Good God.
It's it's just a headache that you can like potentially avoid. Okay. And it gives you that chance to truly start over without so much emotional baggage.
True. True. Sorry. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Be careful driving and enjoy that. The fact that you're listening to us. Listen to our calming
Yeah.
voices through your radio.
And last but not least, even though it's like really terrible, we have to be proactive and have to acknowledge all perspectives of this particular situation and things in life. It
Mm-hmm.
gives cowards an easy way out.
Yeah.
Because we have people, we literally, even though morally we think it is so wrong to be a coward. However, you have people that do not think that is, think it's okay to be a coward. Be like, hey, I'm just looking for the easy way out. And letting your marriage license expire, if it had an expiration date, it gives them an easy way out.
True. True. That it really does because you just let it go ahead and just be like, oh well, we didn't pay for the license renewal for the next 2 years. So yeah, we done. We no longer married according by our marriage license. Our expiration date has passed. You ain't gonna drink expired milk. Why would you be in expired marriage? Hey,
Right.
hey, Carmen, how you doing? So
Yeah.
the thing is, like, if you have if people did have the ability to renew a license, just renew it, and like you said, divorce rates would drop. Divorce rates would drop because you're not going to be divorced because hell, the license just expired.
Right. That's it.
The license just expired. But there's so many other things that's surrounding this. Like, what if you want to renew your marriage and you don't have the funds to renew? That's another possibility. Like, what if you end up just no longer being married because Y'all just didn't have the funds to renew at the time. Are y'all considered single at that moment in time? Would y'all do single things because y'all are considered single? Who knows?
Bro, I'm a bust your head if our marriage like expire and we both have came to an agreement that we want to redo this, and you all of a sudden want to act single. Partner. My magic question is, so this what we doing? Okay. Okay.
I'm just saying, people think that way. People think that way.
You're right. You are that, and that's why I think the way that I do. And I always ask, so this is how we're acting. Because most people know that when you are in a line with your significant other, you guys definitely balance off each other's energy and y'all feed off each other's energy. If one want to act a fool, I know the other one is looking like, okay, so what you want me to do? You want me to entertain this foolishness that you doing, or you want me to be the adult and allow you to do this on your own? Like let me know something here.
Yeah, that's very, very true. What's up, Dre? We got Dre in the audience, y'all. So he ain't gone far from us. He here in the audience with us.
No, he's not. Please get well, sir. You have a lot of people really, truly out here depending on you, and that really, truly do need you. So, tighten up on everything, literally. Man, body, soul, heart, health, all that. Tighten up.
Like you always say to us, if it's not good for you, get it out your system. But thanks, Carmen. Carmen said we're making some great points right here in terms of this. So, now just thinking about this, just thinking about a whole marriage license suspend. I said suspend. What if they could be suspended? What if it could be suspended? Like, what if based off of I'm just thinking of general concept in terms of your driver's license. Like, that's the one main thing that pops in my head. Your driver's license could be suspended if you commit a particular, vehicular crime or something like that. Like your insurance expired. Like, what if your marriage license got suspended and for a duration of time, you are not considered married to this individual and you have to take these certain steps in order to be considered married still?
I would wonder if they license gets suspended, like your marriage license, if your marriage license got suspended, bro, I would really want to sit back and I would ask, so what y'all do to get y'all license suspended?
Well, I
would have to ask, like, was it too much spending money on one person's behalf, not saving enough? Was they cheating? Like what would cause a person's marriage license to be suspended?
You know what? That's actually some good reasons. There's multiple reasons that your license can be suspended. Like you was driving without insurance. You didn't go to court for a ticket. My personal favorite, what happened to me back when I was younger, driving with a permit without a licensed driver. So my driver's license was suspended before I even got the son bitch. So I was stupid. I was young. I was like 18, 19 years old. Leave me alone. Dre said a lot of shit will be revoked. Yeah. But let's just say this. The crimes, the things that you said, suspension, hell no. Like I said, revoked. Revoked.
Look, bro, that's another sanction. Like, what will cause a person to have a revoked marriage license? Like,
that'll be rough. That'll be rough if you got your marriage license revoked. I'm like, do you know how many times, we already know what the black card is. And, some people do some stuff to get that black card revoked.
Right, yeah.
So what if your marriage license got revoked like that? Like, wait a minute, you cheated on your wife, bro? Like, you know what that means, bro. You know I got to revoke your marriage license.
Right.
I gotta revoke your marriage license. You cheated on your wife. She has valid proof. You come to my office and she comes with you and seeing that it is. And yeah, we gotta revoke y'all license.
Yeah, or look, she hit him with she stopped cooking for me. Stop cleaning.
I'm like, she stopped cooking. Like, that'll probably be like a small suspension. That'll probably be like a small suspension. Like, she stopped cooking because that's not something major. But like the stuff that Okay, Carmen says, now that would be some ish. Yeah. Dre said lack of communication, cheating, lack of compassion. Now those are things that can get
That
yourself
would be,
revoked.
yeah, that would be part of revolt.
That would be some revocations right there. That would be some revocations. I'm making up a word. I don't give a fuck. Revocations. And things is
Um,
like things like that will be deemed for a revoked license. The small stuff I say would be for like suspension. Even though Dre said hell with suspension, we just gonna revoke your shit. Then Dre said a lot of times cheating is not a deal breaker in some marriages. Yeah, so you could. I mean, true. It's true. I don't see how, but true. But let's just say, for instance, the cheating. Somebody cheated in the marriage, had an affair, whatever the case may be, and it wasn't a deal breaker for the marriage. Would that be revoked or suspension? Now we know revoking is just like almost like it's damn near permanently taking it away. Why suspension
okay,
is a suspension, we deem it, of course, as a temporary time frame that say no more than a year.
okay.
No more than a year suspension. So cheating and it's not a deal breaker. What would you think that would be
Okay,
classified under?
being that Dre brought it up that cheating is not necessarily a deal breaker in a marriage, I would say it will go under suspension. Reason being, stipulations. We got cheating only is considered of suspension if how they be having subsections or
Uh-huh.
whatever. Subsection A: if cheated spouse went out, cheated safely, had some sort of protection, contraceptive or whatever. The
Mm-hmm.
only way cheating will become a deal breaker and will cause a revocation if either party who cheated comes out with a baby.
Or STD.
Yeah, or STD.
Okay. So okay, that would be considered revocation. Okay, say for instance, the person was protected, no baby, no STDs, nothing like that. But it was repetitive cheating with the same, and well, not just repetitive cheating, period. It only got to be the same person, repetitive cheating. You found out this person has cheated on you no less than 10 times with at least three different people. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I'm just throwing out some radical numbers. Would that
Okay.
still be considered suspension or would that be a revocation?
Okay. So let's get down. Okay. In the matter of suspension under cheating, subsection A, if a consistent period of cheating with the same person within the amount of 6 months to a year, that would be considered suspension. Beyond a year or more, revocation. For
Okay.
the simple fact is, okay, maybe we have within the 6 month period, maybe the lady was going through, maybe the spouse was going through menopause, and the husband was like, hey, I'm not getting I'm not feeling wanted physically within my marriage
Mm-hmm.
from my wife. So, give them, he probably can use that as like, hey, I need to take care of myself. You know what I'm saying?
No, we're not
Hey,
on we're not open marriages yet. We're not on open marriages. That is a good
no,
thing we're gonna get to. But no, 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 no. We're not on open marriages, but we are going to discuss that in terms of what we're talking about in terms of the marriage license. Now that part is going to be particularly interesting. So you got
yes,
to wait for that one, Casey. And Drake, thank you for bringing that up. But y'all going to be waiting for that one right there. So Shay said basically cheating with the same person over a course of like 6 months to a year is just a suspension of the marriage license. But anything more than a year would be considered having that marriage license revoked. Now
yes.
I'm just throwing in hella scenarios.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
That's all I'm doing is just throwing in hella scenarios. So here's another one. Here's another
Uh-oh.
one. Here's another one. And I'm going to go ahead and start with this open marriage one because it just popped in my head. Is it considered cheating if you're in an open marriage? And if it is not considered cheating, is it still possible for this marriage to have a suspension or revocation?
Mm. Okay. So let's say we're in a marriage and it happens to be an open marriage. both parties are acknowledged that it is an open marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So the marriage law, the marriage license will fall under something different. It wouldn't even be considered an suspension or a revocation, for the simple fact both parties are aware that they are involved in an open marriage. It's like a real estate contract. It's like, hey, I'm selling my house. In my contract, I am telling you the type of ownership and transference that we are doing here. I have sole proprietor ownership of this house that I am selling to you. Once you sign that contract, all sole proprietor ownership that I have of this property goes to you.
Okay. Okay. So with that being said, so basically from what it sounds like you said, like it's a full on understanding. We understand exactly what's going to happen. We understand what's going on. So the thing is, it's almost near improbable that an open marriage can have a suspended or revoked license.
I think it's possible. No, only
No.
reason why I think it's possible that suspension or revocation can be involved in an open marriage is if, once again, pregnancy, because at the end of the day, you are still married. Even though it's open,
Yeah.
you're still married.
Okay.
So that will be considered a revocation. You're
Okay.
involved with someone. However, you happen to get this particular person that you're, hidden on the side pregnant, then
Okay.
it's a whole nother, you're adding a whole nother life, whole nother set of rules, making a whole lot of things. It went from simplicity to complication.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Got Kesa with her autocorrect. We knew what you meant, Kesa. We knew what you meant. Kesa said, "Adre, it's like I said. What it's like I said. What I said. Don't correct me. Yeah, we ain't gonna correct you, Kesa. We understood. We understood." Dre said, "Okay, I got one. He just typed it, but I'm gonna read Cases first. I'm gonna go with your behind. I'm gonna go with your behind bet. Behind bet not cheat. That's a deal breaker in itself. And yes, I said bet. Yeah, you bet not. Not bet or not. You bet not." Dre said, "What if they go? Oh my God! What if they go to a swingers party and the other person cheeks getting clapped and they do and they doing shit they don't do with you? Oh."
Steven, you up?
Oh God damn. Okay, that's got to be me. Okay, thanks. Say I appreciate you. Love you so much for that one.
That because Kaysa really she read my inner thoughts as to
Uh-huh.
what Drake said. Read her response was really Drake. Like
Uh-huh.
I can see her giving him that side eye. Like really?
Shay Boogie, you look so pretty, Missy. That's what Kesa said.
Oh, thank you.
All right, hold on. My camera freezing up for me. My camera going kind of back and forth. Give me a second for it to come back. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm waiting on it to come back because I don't know why it's going at like one frame every 5 seconds. Okay, whatever. It's just going to take forever to try and come back. So y'all just got to deal with the video until the video comes back right. I don't know why. Let me see if I can just cut it off. Cut it back on. There we go. That's better. How are you? I'm lovely. Okay. So, in order to this run right here by Dre, what if they go to a swingers party and the other person's cheeks getting clapped and they doing shit they don't with you? For one, it's like you want to feel some type of way, but you can't because you going into this place knowing the possibilities of what can happen. You're going to a swingers party knowing that you are either going to clap some cheeks or your mate's cheeks are going to get clapped. One or the other. And the simple fact is, not everybody clap cheeks the same. Plain and simple. Not everybody clap cheeks the same. Some people can give you 2 bumps in the grind. Some people can give you that hour-long power shift. You never know. And it's just due to the fact that this person is giving your wife the business and she doing things that she don't normally do with you. Like, normally when she hitting, like normally when you getting it, she just pushing it back on you. Now you watching her get old dude, she throwing that ass in a circle. It make you feel some type of way because like, shit, damn, baby never threw it in a circle for me.
But okay, we can go with probation. That spouse has to be on probation.
we gonna go on probation. So okay, so now it's changed. We don't do suspensions or revokes for that because you going into a place knowing the circumstances of what can happen. Marriage is on temporary probation, which means you cannot do anything for like 30 to 90 days. 30 to 90 days, you got to be doing the goodness. Y'all doing a lot in these marriages. Hey, you in order to keep your marriage up and going, you got to do some things. You got to put in work. You got to put in work. I don't care what anybody say. Marriage is work. It's a job. You go and do your 8-hour job. You come home. You are still a husband or a wife. You still have your duties to fulfill to keep your mate happy. Goodness, you. Wait, I was talking about the autocorrect, Steve, not you. Oh.
Oh, is Kate, are you still driving?
She probably more than likely is. She probably doing talk to text. More than likely. That's on it.
I need you to listen to us. We need you for this trip, ma'am.
Side note, did you guys she actually just verified my address a couple of days ago, so I don't know if I've gotten it yet. I have not checked my mailbox in a little while. So I want to check it probably at the end of this week to see. But as far as I know, no, I have not gotten anything. I don't know why she thought I don't know why she thought my address changed. My address been the same since I met the lady.
I'm gonna check my email to see if she sent me something regarding the address.
Because she called me personally, so but yeah, I'm gonna check and see. Hey, Keisha did. She got it. In case I have to check it and everything. Keisha got her stuff. Hey, don't tell us what it is, Keisha. We want to be surprised. Okay, so back to this because this. Let me get back to this because this is getting real interesting and very funny at the same time. So let's just say, for instance, it's an actual package. I hope it was by United States Postal Service, because if it was by anybody else, I'd have not gotten it. But I'm gonna check tonight, tomorrow-ish area. But when it comes down to these marriage licenses and expiration dates and everything like that. Hey, Tracia. Tracia says you need to put in work with a relationship to not to just a marriage. That's how it leads to marriage. We know. We over here talking about suspended. Yeah. We over here talking about marriage license and expiration dates. We already passed the relationship phase. We are now married. And we have signed our marriage license, and a marriage license expire once every 2 years. So we talking about, are we going to renew? Or are we going to cancel? We even talking about the license being revoked, suspended, and hell, Shay just threw in probation in this bitch.
Hey.
So we got all different variations.
Yeah. Probation was Dre's fault because he like, what if your spouse outperforms with somebody else and not perform with you, and not
don't do the things that you don't do. And then here go Casey. Casey says you only supposed to be clapping cheeks with your spouse. Now, see, that's the thing, though. I know that, but when you a swinger or an open marriage, you can clap cheeks to just about anybody. Like, here's the thing. As long as nothing happens, like how Shay said, no pregnancy, no STDs that happen. Let's just say on the off chance, me and Shay, we married. We in an open marriage. She has full on right. She tells me, hey, I'm going to go see such and such. And he claps her cheeks. this is something that's in our agreement. This is something that was in our agreement in terms of our open marriage. And I tell her, hey, I'm like, hey, honey, I'm just go see such and such. And I go clap her cheeks. Shay can't say nothing about it because I already talked to her about it. That's just what it is. Casey says, okay, wait. Casey says, waiting to get my hair cut. And then Keisha says, hey, Casey, hey, girl. And Shay, you do look pretty. You do look pretty. Love the braids.
Thank you, guys.
So yeah. So that's just what we're talking about right there. Because as long as it's being addressed in an open marriage or even a swinger thing, why get people say open marriage? Why get married at all? You will be surprised. You would be surprised.
Absolutely.
Because
oh,
go ahead. Go ahead. You look like you want to say something. Go ahead, girl.
Because that's the version of I got my cake and I can eat it too.
Ah, damn.
married, I was married to, and I can eat and eat and eat.
Oh,
just,
my Lord.
Just throwing that out there.
Oh, my Lord.
That's what ingredient people.
You better not be out there eating no dang on cake, Shay. Not in this.
No, not at all.
Not in this marriage. Not in this marriage of me and you. You better not be out there eating no cake.
We on YouTube, and I'm gonna act like a lady.
Oh man, Dre said that's a Jamaican hair.
God, no, it's not. Shut up, Dre.
Casey says at Tracia exactly, and Casey says at Dre, don't start with my girl. I'm really sure. Really?
That's it. I go for one and done. I like red velvet cake. Dre said, but a lot of people get down with an open marriage, and that's so crazy.
Yeah,
because first off, I love it. Tracy and Case's like viewpoint far as marriage. It's like, hold on, it's like we is one, we together, Don't bring no extra spirits and get your soul ties with the other people. Then come back home. Nah, that's not gonna work. Cause you better hope that spirit don't wake my demon. Cause if it wakes my demon, it's gonna be a problem.
Y'all don't want to see her demon. Y'all don't want to see Shay's demon. That's enough scary. Keisha said, my godbrother swings and watches his wife get banged out by multiple dudes. He says it helped her personality.
Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Like, how did you take that viewpoint, Keisha? Like, what was your response to that? Like, how did you mentally challenge that? Well, not challenge, channel. There it is. How did you mentally channel that? Like, that's interesting. And
probably by her emoji with the shoulder shrug with the hand like, I don't know.
Probably so.
I'm like, okay, it helped her personality. Casey said, I guess it's to each his own. And that's true. It is to each his own because there's a lot of people out there who can do open marriages or swinging marriages or, it's not the fact that they can't be monogamous. It's just the simple fact that I guess they feel like sharing is caring.
Or you know what? They met us. They probably met a spouse that's down for the cause, I guess. I don't know. Y'all don't get me in line and just don't quote me. Open marriage, not my thing.
I'm done with Casey. Say, Casey, y'all doing too much cheek clapping and not working on these raggedy marriages. Keisha says, girl, I had so many questions. She said, girl, I had so many questions. I still don't understand. We trying to get it. Okay, Dre says, man, I dated this chick and we went to a party. It was an actual swingers party. And she got banged by a dude and a female. She was like, we good. I was like, Uber me, please. And Dre said, I was disgusted and I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Wait, okay. All right. Okay.
Keisha said at Keisha, exactly. Keisha said at Keisha. I guess if it works for them, and that's what it does. It works for them. Some people, there are some people out there who have different fetishes. That is their fetish to watch their mate get get banged, get the cheeks clapped, or clap cheeks. Hell, you never know. There are people out there like that. There are.
I look, no judgment passed.
You know.
Whatsoever.
So it's not like we judging them or anything like that. So anybody who out there watching, we are not judging your swinger life. We're not open to judging your open marriage. We basically talking about if the marriage license expires. We just saying if the license expired. This is just a fun. This is just. I mean, it's a topic idea, but it's a funny topic idea because this is something that I'm not gonna say it's never gonna happen, but more than likely isn't gonna happen. Because hell, divorce lawyers make too much goddamn money off of this shit. They ain't just
Man, and they definitely probably not gonna be down with the expiration of licenses. Like they
not unless they the ones that's doing the renewals.
True. Or drafting the contracts, for the marriage license. Your marriage license on top, right underneath, will be
these are your do's and don'ts of this particular marriage. If you do not follow these do's and don'ts, your license is subject to suspension. Well, you are subject to probation, suspension, and possible revocation of your marriage license. We still making y'all some money, divorce lawyers. Don't worry, we still got y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, we still got y'all. Y'all still can make some money, just not as much. But the thing is, like, when it comes down to it, like your marriage license, let's say you renew it every 2 years, or something like that. That at least gives you the idea, like, okay, the first year, okay, we went through this little rough patch, because you know how people say the first year of marriage is always the roughest one. So at least give you 2 years. You get past that rough one, then you go through the second year and see, like, okay, things have cooled down. It's a little bit better. It's not as bad as the first year, so we're not going off of these emotions, like how Shay was talking about in the beginning. Like, I loved you when I went to sleep. I wake up and like, motherfucker, why is you here? Like, why is you here? You don't want you're gonna have those feelings about each other, and you don't want to do it off of a whim. So Tracia says, I'm sorry, I'm old fashioned. If it expires and you want to go that way instead of counseling to work things out, and so be it. No. We're not saying that. Okay, hold on. We ain't saying that. We ain't saying that the license expires means that the marriage is over. We're not saying that. We're just saying, what would people do, if marriage had expiration date? Some people would constantly renew the license over and over and over again and keep the marriage going. It's not pertaining to saying like, okay, well, marriage is done. Shoot, it's expired. I'm out this bitch. But we know that how Shay was talking about, that's a coward's way out. And I get what you're saying, but we ain't just focusing on that now. Let's just make that perfectly clear. We're not just focusing on that right there. We try to make it understandable from both sides of the spectrum. People who constantly renew it and people who's like, okay, this shit is expired, let's roll. And Kesa says, at Tracy, I love the buy in all caps. Dre said, the biggest question is when the license needs to be renewed, a lot will not be renewed. That's true. If you really think about
it. The interesting thing is, we can't be mad if the license don't get renewed, because whether it be the female or the male, they both have the option to renew if they choose. It's all about giving people options, because modern day people, that means now, not old fashioned folks,
Yeah.
I mean, people now, they feel that marriage is a trap. This is all over social media. This is actually in like face-to-face conversations. They feel that marriage is a trap. Any two-time the man call his wife the warden and implies that he's locked up in jail, that's a problem, people.
Well, you got to remember, before social media even existed, before it was even like that, you got to remember the old-fashioned term, The old ball and chain. You got to remember that was a term that men used for their wives for the longest, because way back when you were in jail and you wore that white and black striped jumpsuit or a shirt and top, you had an ankle bracelet with a chain and a ball that held you back from doing shit while you was in jail. And that is what it was called, the old ball and chain. So before social media existed and they was calling women the ward and stuff like that, she was all, man, I gotta bring no ball and chain with me, dog. I'm sorry, I'm gonna come, but I gotta bring no ball and chain.
I'm so glad we talking about this. My question is for our viewers and our audio listeners, because some of y'all could be in the car listening and talking to yourselves about this particular topic. Anyway, because I know I be doing it. If marriage license had a renewal date, had an expiration date, who do you think would renew the licenses more? Would it be women renewing the marriage license, or would it be men renewing the marriage license?
Oh, I almost came off screen for that one. Shoot, I almost went way off screen for that one. I leaned way over here to the side. Hold on, before we get to that, Keisha says the expiration would be the out that some people need or looking forward to. Cheaper to keep her would be out the window. Dre said men. Men will renew more than women.
I got it. Dre, I got my package.
Oh, then I gotta look in the mailbox and see if mine in that in.
Okay. What Keisha say?
He said the expiration would be the out that some people need or looking forward to. Cheaper to keep her would be out the window. The cheaper to keep her would be out the window. That is actually done and done, because it's expired. You're no longer married.
Right. And that's the concept that's the concept and the perspective that we're taking on this particular topic. We're taking that because many people don't talk about that. People feel that they have no option in their marriage, and the only way to really truly get out of marriage is divorce. You don't hear about annulments, okay? Because most people surpass that first year, okay? And it's really, really, really strenuous qualification that you have to meet to get an annulment, okay? But divorces is just so messy. They are messy. They are emotional. They are emotional turmoils. They are mental turmoils. They are physical turmoils. They are the worst, ever. But
I don't care what anybody. Go ahead. I'm gonna say something when you're done. Go ahead.
But Keisha, the perspective that you brought to the show is the perspective that we're expanding on. We're bringing that to life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just to be real quick, because y'all seen how her facial expressions when she was talking about how strenuous it is, the mental, the physical, all that stuff. I don't care what anybody say. Shay got divorced somewhere down the line in life. Whether it's this life or another life, she got divorced and it was not that good of a divorce. I'm concerned about my friend here, y'all. When it comes down to divorce, she just the hands onto the eyebrows, and she rubbing them like, oh my God, like, oh my Lord Jesus, and just
probably in my past life, I probably even got married and got divorced and was like, oh, I wanted to kill him, but no, my emotions and expressions literally come from actually being on the other side of the divorce, like writing up everything and literally having to talk to these people about this. And it's just ridiculous. I would not, if I was to wish something on my worst enemy, it definitely will not be that. You will get gray hair, quick.
Alrighty then. But yeah, I do see this as an easy way out.
Oh, yeah, I listen to package, y'all.
But she said, Casey said men will renew more. I would probably agree and say men would. I would probably agree and say men will probably do more so the renewal.
Nowadays, I would say men. Now, in modern day. I'm gonna be clear with that. Modern day men,
modern day men will do
yes,
more renewals.
modern day men, I believe, would renew their marriage license more than women. For the simple fact is, the whole Me Too type of propaganda that was spewed, the sis, you gotta get a bag, sis, you ain't gotta learn how to cook, sis, it's all about that bread, sis, you don't need no man, all that hot garbage. Whole time, sis don't know how to change brakes. Sis don't know how to mow the lawn. Sis don't know how to fix the garage. Sis be lonely at night. Sis then ran out of batteries. So, so sis out here looking real stressed. Like, what? I know I would renew my marriage license. I'll renew it.
Oh my god, damn. I could the way you said that.
I'm being honest.
I know you are, but it's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. He said, sis get lonely at night. Sister ran out of batteries. Like,
like for real, you know?
Oh my god. Hey, if anybody just coming in, when you rewatch this, go back to like 45 minutes and like 50 seconds. Oh my god. Just go back to that. Go back a little bit further. Go 45. Go 45 in terms of the time frame. And y'all gonna hit the funniest shit of the whole damn day.
Because look, bruh, and of course I've been transparent since the show started. All the females that is in our audience, okay, we will love to come home to somebody and rub our feet, rub our temples, cuddle us at night, kill the spiders if need be. You know what I'm saying? Like someone that's there. Like I'm being honest. So yes, I would definitely, and I can see a lot of men nowadays can, renew theirs, but that propaganda that's been sold to these modern women is the worst. Like it's made for destruction.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they going down. They going down the road of destruction.
Because
period.
I'm a proponent to this, and I don't believe in the fact that a woman doesn't need a man, and I'm not a believer of that. A man doesn't need a woman. I believe that both needs each other. I don't care what anybody say. I don't care what it is you're capable of doing. I don't care what you know how to do. At the end of the day, you're going to need that particular person. You're going to want that particular person. I don't care if you're a woman who know how to, redo a whole damn engine. At the end of the day, like Shay said, sister ran out of batteries. And ain't nothing like the touch of another person. Physical contact is important. You can't rub your own feet the way that you want to. You can't get that little soft spot in the middle of your back. That stuff is kind of important. Wouldn't it feel a lot better if you came home from work and your bath was already ran? Think about that.
That would be nice. It's the voice for me. It's the deep raspy, hey, how you doing for me? That it's like, hey, I'm going home. I see y'all. Y'all ain't got what I want. Y'all ain't asked me how my day is gonna go.
Like, that's all it takes is a hey baby, how you doing?
Yeah, that's it. I'm sick.
I'm through.
Hold on, we got caught up in our conversation. Dre was like, in the olden days, it would be women. I definitely agree. It'd be the women that had the dusters with the slip on underneath the dress. Okay, it'd be them that'd be renewing. Kaiser said, Dre, that's because they were housewives. Absolutely. When I say they knew how to take care of a house, like you knew you was at a home when you walked in the door and you could feel they don't even have to like speak. It's like you get that comfort of home. You get that comfort of hospitality when you walk in their house. You already smell food cooking. If food was not cooking, it was already cooked. But some way, somehow, you knew something was on the stove because you smelt it. Okay,
Yeah.
you smelt it. You
Mhm.
know, or the ones that be like, before you walk in my house, take them shoes off at the door.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Keisha laughing at I'm telling the truth, y'all. I be trying to compose myself, but
Yeah,
she
like,
be like,
no at night. You ain't getting no tonight.
boy. And then Dre said, right, even though Pops had a woman down the street, they were still gonna stay. Absolutely. Absolutely, because you will be surprised. Like they probably felt secure, like security. They knew the importance of a solid foundation. Where these chicks nowadays, oh, I can build one by myself. Sis, what type of brick do you need to build your foundation, bruh?
Mm-hmm.
When did you become a bricklayer? I'm trying to figure this out. Like, stop it. What else he said? Cases agree with Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha was like, at Dre, Pops, the whole fam across, yes, bro, whole fam straight across the street. They Pops up there joking like, hey, your brother across the street. Whole time you kid. No.
No,
When
that's
Daddy
your
was telling
brother.
the truth.
That's your brother.
Right. Daddy was telling the whole truth. Kaysa laughing at Dre. Dre was like, right, kids growing up together. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Kaysa hit you with the I chose men because usually once they get married, they tend to stay even if unhappy. Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Yep. Dre said,
Yeah. Yeah.
Dre was like, it gets lonely in the bed at night. Yes, it does. Yes, it
Sometimes you
does.
get lonely. You get lonely. Thank you, Lenny.
Dre agreed with Kaysa. Kaysa was like, at Dre, they have the mindset like we just all gonna be unhappy in this house together.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? It's like, okay, I'm finna spread this energy to everybody.
Like if I'm gonna be unhappy, the rest of y'all mugs gonna be unhappy in this piece. I don't care what you gotta say. We all
Right.
gonna be unhappy.
Hit them with the so that's how that's gonna be today.
Mm-hmm. We ain't gonna can no. We ain't got no expiration date on this license. Ain't no expiring date. We gonna be unhappy in this bitch together. I don't care what you got to say. We gonna be unhappy in the motherfucker. You gonna be happy that we unhappy.
Hello. You gonna have both unhappiness and happiness.
All
What's
at
up?
the same time. All at the same time. Oh man. Okay, Kay said, okay, am I the only one sick of seeing Shay? This is what happens when you get the two of us together. I kid you not. This has been us for what, 5 years?
We don't know how to act.
This has been us for 5 solid years. This is what we are. This is who we are. This is what we do.
Yeah.
So
Kay,
you just got to deal with
just take a
wait till y'all see us in person.
we worse.
Mm-hmm. I would say Dre already know, but we already know what Dre's reaction is. That be is no, he give us the eye roll.
Or he give us both the lean back. Y'all too. I can't deal with y'all.
Man, all the time. This is this is all you gonna see in Jamaica. Hell yeah.
Oh man, but yeah,
But other than that, we over here we talked about marriage license, expiration dates, probation, suspension, revocations, and everything like that. So say at the end of the day, if a marriage license had an expiration date, would you renew it if you were not happy in your marriage? Would you renew it? Or would you go ahead, renew it, and work out?
Wait, I just looked at Keisha.
Yeah, I see that too. You know everything look big on camera, right? You know everything look big on camera. Remember, Shay is a small person. She's a small thing.
Wait a minute.
You know, like a regular cell phone look like a tablet in her hand.
I can't with her. She put me definitely on blast.
I don't know. I was trying to make it better, but Dre said Keisha, she's a repeat customer.
Oh my God. Keisha, I love you. Oh my God. I do. I can't wait to meet you. Um, if I was unhappy in my marriage,
Mm-hmm.
would I renew my license?
And try to work
The
it out.
I would renew it. Want to know why I would renew it? Because the only way I could be unhappy is if I'm unhappy with myself. I should not be looking for my husband to make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing my husband should be doing is adding to my happiness and me adding to his. I should not be looking for complete, full utterness and happiness from my husband. I should already be happy so
Mm-hmm.
I can present my happy self to his happy self so we can be happy as a collective. So, yeah, I will definitely, renew my marriage license as well as do the shadow work.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Shit, goddamn, because I was going to answer the question myself. Oh, hey, you done did it for me too. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah, they do, Dre. They got me up there busting up. Would you renew your marriage license if it expires and you was unhappy in in your marriage?
Yes, I actually would. I would renew it and try my best to work it out. Now, if it doesn't, like if I did the work and we met each other halfway, at least in terms of working it out, have an understanding of what needs to be worked on, and we actually making strides to working it out. And if it's back good before the next expiration date, great. But if not, and I didn't put in so much work to try and fix it, then yeah, I probably will let the next time it expire. But that first original time, no, I'm putting in the work because I married this person for a reason. I married this person to
Right.
spend the rest of my life with this person, not to spend 2 years and a piece of paper say, "Oh, we're no longer married." To say we're no longer married. If we no longer going
Yeah.
to be married, it's going to be due to the fact of what it is within our marriage that has caused us to separate, whether it be lack of communication, lack of compassion, you know, lack of understanding, appreciation, whatever the case may be, lack of attention. If it's lacking in majority of the areas that's needed, we're gonna work on it. And if it's not worked on, then yeah, I'm not renewing it the next time. But the first time, we'll give it another go.
Yeah.
Get your shit together though.
I know, right? Okay, I got a question before we end.
Uh-huh.
Do So the final question is, do you agree that marriage licenses should have an expiration date? That's for everybody in the audience, all our audio listeners, because like I said, y'all probably driving, listening, and talking to yourselves as y'all listening to this. My answer to that question is I think marriage licenses should have an expiration date. That's me.
I think they should. Given the fact the way things are, I think it should. It would get people how can I put this? It would get people out of a very bad marriage when they don't have the money for a legitimate legal divorce and everything like that. So yeah, I really think it should have an expiration date. And it's not like saying, "Oh, it's taking the coward's way out." It's the fact that this person is no longer happy. Dre doesn't agree with it. Dre say, "Hell no." Uh, says the man who's about to be married in exactly 1 month from today. Ooh.
It is exactly 1 month today.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Keish, Keish, oh, I can't wait to meet y'all neither. I'm like so excited. Like I
Yeah.
can feel y'all energy through the YouTube comments, and I know we gonna like have a ball. So I definitely look forward
Yeah.
to seeing y'all and meeting you guys. Keisha said they should have an expiration date. Where's Miss Green at? When you need Miss Green ain't in here. What is going on here?
High noon, 11:05. Yep.
Oh, that is
High,
lovely.
man. And trust, I cannot wait.
Yeah, Drake
And
said
uh,
no.
and the thing is, I can't wait to meet y'all either in Jamaica. I cannot wait for it. As y'all know, I am the voice of the trips. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, we like to have fun. For those of y'all, this is your first time coming with us. You all are going to have a blast, and it's a very, very special occasion on why we're going. It's not just a trip. It's not just a trip. This is a memory. This is a memory. So understand that. Don't think of it like, oh, we just leaving the country and have a little fun in the sun. No, 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 no. That's happening. But it's something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Make the most of it. Make the best of it. Because trust and believe me, I remember every trip that I've been on with this man. And still to this day, out of every trip that I've been on, I have one very memorable moment. And that was in 2019 with this young lady right here. I ain't going to bust her out, but goddamn it, that's the most memorable thing I have of this young woman.
Terrible.
Love her to death. You say, you know, I love you to death, sweetie.
Yes. Man,
I ain't gonna bust you out.
Dre is laughing. I can feel Dre energy. Dre is over here laughing. Okay, Trey, there we go. Trey said.
She said no.
Okay, so what's up? What
He put it.
Yeah, I know.
Dre typed it. In all caps, nonetheless. Yes. Oh my God. That is literally from 2017 to the 2020 trip. That 2019 experience is the most memorable thing I will ever have. I don't care if I get Alzheimer's and forget my own damn name. I'm gonna remember that damn moment. I'm gonna remember that moment, if anything. But
I think y'all still got the video too.
I got the video. It's somewhere on my Facebook. I got the video somewhere on my Facebook. Man.
Oh, man. Case said no. Hold on. Miss Green said no. Case said no. Dre said no. I said yes. Steven said yes. Keisha said yes. Ooh.
So we split down the middle. So we don't have a tiebreaker, unfortunately, because everybody else is gone. So looks like we ending this one in a draw. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody coming through for this topic. This was actually a fun one. I enjoyed it. We had a lot of laughs with this one in terms of the what if of a marriage license. For those of you who were not here earlier, there may not be a show tomorrow. There may not be the show tomorrow because there's something I gotta do tomorrow, and it rolls into the time of the show. That's actually me starting a new job. So I'm gonna be starting a new job. And let me just say this: manager is in the motherfucker's title today. The manager is in a motherfucker's title.
I'm scared of you.
So with that being said, yes, Dre, please reach out to Tracy and tell her the colors of the thing, because she's trying to buy stuff for the wedding and she can't because of the I keep on forgetting to ask you about the colors because my mind be in other places. And I said I was going to ask you Friday, and I didn't ask you Friday to tell her Saturday, even though I seen her Saturday, but she didn't remind me Saturday. Today is not fucking Tuesday, so please tell her what the colors are, because I keep on forgetting.
I'm surprised she ain't hit you in your throat. Like, gave you a nice
and she can reach up there too. That's the problem.
Yeah, sure. And I'm sure she was like real close to like actually just hitting you, and you ain't even know it.
Probably, because I kept saying I'm gonna find out, but I keep on forgetting. But Dre, please let her know what it is. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for coming in. Keisha, Kesa, Dre, appreciate you coming through for the audience. Tracia for coming through, and anybody else who was watching and not able to comment, we appreciate you all as well. This was a very fun topic. Again, love it to death. Thanks, Keisha. Thank you. I hope I do a good job on my first day. I'm already prepared and got my clothes ready to go for the tomorrow day. I love the fact that my camera just on a lovely freeze and everything like that. Just bring it back real quick. Carmen, I know I was forgetting somebody. Carmen, appreciate you for coming through. This is a lovely one. For those of you who are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're not yet subscribed, also hit that notification bell to let you know when we go live. We do go live every Tuesday and Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Like I always say, if you don't know your time zones, look up the Windy City. You'll know what time it is. Other than that, we already got Dre's always, like he always says, his closing remarks is love on your peoples. Life is too short. Love on your people. Shay.
Man, y'all know the drill. Do right by any means.
Man. So you know what that means to me. We got to get up out of here. You all have a beautiful night. And remember, as always, stay insightful. Peace.